Hey, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Angela Thomas, and today I'm going to teach you what cash flow content is and how you can use it in your business to have qualified leads coming in consistently so you can scale your company the way that you want. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to build it yourself, spending minimal money to get it all set up. So here we go. First off, I am the founder of VA Techs and CEO. I started a real estate investing company with my good friend Ron Phillips back in 2012. And the frustration that we experienced in that company trying to hire marketing experts to take our current sales process, which was a mailer to a live event to sales appointments, to take that and put the entire thing online using paid ads to a webinar to our appointments to sell them into properties. The frustration we experienced trying to find someone to actually build that and make it successful online is what drove me to figure out Facebook marketing and digital marketing for myself. I figured it out for our company. We doubled our revenue 2 years in a row. We were on the Inc. 5000. Just experienced crazy growth. And I realized I really enjoyed doing marketing. And started offering it to some of our mutual business owner friends. And then I started doing it full time back in January of 2020. So that's a little bit about my history and how I got here. Okay, so we're going to hop right into it here. This is what I see with all my business owner friends and leads that come into my company and talk to me about their marketing. Even if they are already doing Facebook marketing or have tried some kind of online marketing in the past, their ads may be producing leads, but they are not producing very many sales. So what is missing? What is everyone missing when they just go out and hire somebody to create Facebook ads or manage their Facebook ads for them? You can have the best ad strategies and ad experts in the world and still miss the mark if you're missing this thing that we're going to talk about. The second thing I want to say is you don't need the latest ad secret software or experts. There's always some new trick, tip, platform, new secret that's going to get you 1 million leads and thousands of appointments. What I'm going to teach you today is not a new tip or trick or strategy. This is explaining the strategy that has worked for probably 50 to 100 years now. And if you go back and read all the old marketing books from the gurus, this is in there over and over again. This is tried and true. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use it correctly. Okay. So what is your bridge? A lot of people I talk to will just create Facebook ads, advertising their product or their service. And they talk about their company, their product, why their service is great. And it just isn't enough for cold leads online. It may work for referral leads, but when you are generating cold leads that are coming to you and have not heard of you and don't trust you, you have to educate them, build up trust, and help them move forward in your sales process before they're going to want to buy from you. They're not just going to go straight from a cold ad to, hey, I'm ready to buy your product. Let's do this. And there are different ways to build up this trust. And I'm going to show you the best, easiest way to do it today. Okay, this is a recent company that I helped figure this out. They were running ads before. We're comparing year over year. So I should have put the years on here. I apologize. This was 2019 and 2020. And you can see here, we have leads, appointments, and sales. The leads stayed the same, all right? But look at the difference in and my face is blocking this, I apologize, in their appointments and sales. Both their appointments and sales went up over 220% once they got these cash flow content pieces in place. So you may be getting leads right now, but if they're not converting at the rate you'd like, it's very possible that you are missing this in your business. Do you really need cash flow content? So content marketing, I'm guessing no one's going to argue with me. Content marketing is extremely important. Robert Rose says, if it's done well, it's an asset-focused investment that provides value over time. 61% of U.S. online consumers make a purchase after reading recommendations. Content marketing against paid search. Content marketing gets 3 times the leads per dollar spent. Content marketing ranks in conversion rates 6 times higher than other methods. Content marketing generates 3 times as many leads as outbound marketing and costs 62% less. You guys can go look up my sources. I pulled these off of very trustworthy sites. You guys, I don't need to sell you on content. Everyone knows content's important. But there's a difference between creating content that people are going to want to read, that's an article that's on your blog, versus content that's actually going to take someone from a cold lead and get them to trust you and buy from you. That is what we are talking about today. Okay, so what does cash flow content look like? There's 3, big steps here for what is actually included in it, okay? You have to create carefully researched and professionally made content that solves an actual problem for your target audience. Okay. Number 2, has to have killer headlines. It has to be presented as an offer in your ads, and images to promote the cash flow content. And the great thing about cash flow content is once you have it created, this will work. You just have to do some slight tweaks with the ads, but it'll work on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, your website, also older, options like direct mail, email campaigns. This one piece of content will be used everywhere to generate leads and build trust. And okay, I'm going to brush through them really fast here, and then we'll get into the details. Okay, follow these steps and you'll never wonder where your next sale is coming from again. Number 1, nail down your audience. This is hammered over and over. If you've ever watched any marketing, educational thing anywhere, if you follow any of the gurus, obviously you need to know your audience really well. Who they are, where they hang out, what they like, what platforms they're on. If you haven't done that, it's definitely the first step, because you need to know your audience really well in order to do step 2, which is to research your audience and find what questions they are asking so that you can come up with the right solutions. Number 3, you're going to take those questions and solutions and write out content ideas. So just a really short intro and headlines for your 3 best questions. Then you're going to take those 3 best and you're going to create posts on social media. Just a little short post, a paragraph or 2 with a little image, and talk about that subject, your 3 best subjects, and use $5 to test engagement to your audience or to the people that like your page and see which one's the winner. Then you take that winning idea and the headlines and turn it into a well-researched article or blog post. You also can, if you're more comfortable with video, you can start out by turning it into a video and then repurpose it into an article. So it doesn't matter which way you do that, whatever way you're more comfortable. Then you add your images and your research proof, graphs, charts, all that. Number 6, make it into a tangible tool. So you're using the written content to actually turn it into a tool, something they can use, that they can implement right then. And then we, from there, create the social images and write the ads and create images for your chosen media. And then after it's done, you use the same content on every platform, like I mentioned earlier, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, website, everywhere. You want this everywhere. Okay, so first step, your audience. How well do you know your perfect client? We're going to brush through this real fast. Best way, if you don't know your clients very well, is to interview 3 to 5 of your favorite clients. Hopefully you have a great relationship with your clients, so this shouldn't be hard. Just call them up, find out what their biggest pain points, questions, and hopes were when they found you and how you've helped solve those, and write those questions down. Next best way would be to send out a short survey. You can create a free survey on SurveyMonkey and just ask your best customers a couple of the questions you would have asked them on the phone. Ask them questions about their experience and kind of the same thing, what their pain points were when they came to you. The third one, if for some reason maybe you don't have clients yet or you don't want to bug your clients, I mean, I'd advise doing the other two. But if you absolutely don't want to talk to your clients for some reason or don't have any, you could also just imagine you're one of your clients. Put yourself in their shoes, imagine what problems they're facing, write down their demographic, hobbies, lifestyle, and questions, and go from there. Okay, so the next one is research. You need to figure out what their questions are, what their burning desires are, and so that you can provide solutions for them. The best place I have found to do this is answerthepublic.com. You type in a word and get info surrounding your topic, popular questions people are asking, hot issues, and let me show you guys that real fast. So you go to answerthepublic.com, and let's say you are in real estate and you're trying to get people to buy your turnkey properties. So we're going to type in real estate investing, search, and this is free as long as you don't do more than 2 or 3 searches a day, I believe. Okay, so it's pulling up this info from all over the internet. So you can see all the different questions people are asking, which real estate investment is best, why real estate investing, why it's a bad idea, can real estate investing work? Can it make you rich? Is it worth it? What is real estate investing 101? How to start real estate investing, how to invest with no money, etc., etc. So you can find all kinds of questions on here, and they have them presented in several different formats. You also, what I like to do is just download the whole thing as a CSV up here. Then you can just keep it on your computer. This is one of my favorite ways to come up with content because they get this from Google based off searches, and it makes it really simple to come up with ideas. So that's one way to do it. Okay, the other ways, Google search, if you just start to type questions that your clients have that you found from your previous audience research stage that we did. If you type in some popular questions, Google will autofill suggestions of what people search most often. You can also do keyword research if you're comfortable with that. Another way to do it is looking at groups. Quora, if that's how you say that, has questions on every topic there is. If you look up real estate investing or whatever your topic is on there. I follow a lot of real estate investing groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. People ask questions in there all the time. So you want to find the biggest questions that your perfect prospect is asking. So you want to find not only the hottest questions that the most people are asking, but the question that the person who is ready to buy from you is asking. So the person that already has the money and is ready to take that next step, what question are they asking? What are they looking for? And that is a great place to start. All right, and then you want to take those questions and turn them into gold. Your cash flow content has to be presented as an offer that solves a problem. Okay, so what are the biggest problems? People can't, for real estate investing, they're that people can't find deals. They don't know how to tell if an investment will succeed. And they are scared to make the wrong decision. That's what it says behind my face. Okay, so those are your content ideas that we came up with to do with real estate investing. And then you got to turn those into offers. So what's the benefit? So if people can't find deals, our benefit will say get access to deal sources, or find out who our deal sources are, or get access to properties not listed on the MLS. And then, don't know how to tell if an investment will succeed. Another offer idea is investment deals analyzed, how to analyze a deal, so on and so forth. Headlines should include numbers and benefits to really catch people's attention. So some of the headlines might be the 6 hidden sources for hot real estate deals revealed, download the deal analysis tool, top real estate companies don't want you to know about, etc., etc. So that kind of gives you an idea of how you take those initial questions and turn them into your offers and your headlines. Okay, next, so you want to see, if you remember, what type of engagement your ideas will get before you decide which one of these you're going to turn into your cash flow content. Don't waste time creating something that no one wants. I cannot stress that enough. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to create 3 different versions. You can just take a basic image and create 3 posts. So mine are, the sources for hot real estate deals, struggling to find great real estate investments, learn about my 6 hidden sources where I personally find my hottest deals, comment below. So that's number 1. Number 2 is download the deal analysis tool, top real estate companies don't want you to know about. And then, sorry, my text is going over here because this is just an image, but how do you know if a real estate investment will be successful? Do you rely on your gut? Go off sellers' numbers? What if there's a better way? Comment below to learn more. So that's number 2. And then number 3, I actually did not put one here because, my first 2 ideas were so good. I didn't really need a third one, but if you want to test a third one, you should. And so we tested both of these. This one this was the winner. It got 55 engagements, including comments, likes, and clicks. So this deal analysis tool is the one that we went with to actually create cash flow content for RP Capital. The runner-up, of course, number 2, since we only had 2, got 32 engagements, hidden by my head here. And that one, so we'll probably hang on to that one. 32 engagements isn't bad. We'll hang on to it for future marketing after we create this one here. Okay, I moved my little camera image here because it kept blocking some of the text on my screen. So, all right, let's go to the next one. And I'm blocking it again. Cool. Let's put me over. Creating content. This is where people tend to get bogged down and procrastinate and just struggle to get the actual words either on paper or in a video. And I produce a lot of content in my company, and my team does for our clients. So I've learned a few tricks along the way, especially back when I didn't have a team and was doing it myself. So here's my best tips to not let this step slow you down. Okay, the first way and the best way, in my opinion, is to take your winning headlines and bullet points and do a video just teaching your audience about that subject. It can just be you on a camera phone. Doesn't have to be high production value, but just talking about the subject. If you're comfortable doing that, it makes it really easy to just transcribe it and repurpose it into audio and written content that you can use for everything else that you're doing here. The second best way is to just sit down and write. Just take your winning headlines and bullet points and just expand on them. Do some research on them, get some numbers, and then just, expand on them in written form like you would in a video. Make sure you give all the details that your prospects can actually use, your leads can use. It should not be vague. It should be actual solutions and steps for how they can move forward in whatever it is they're doing. My third way, that's kind of the time cheat here. If you're short on time and you're not going to actually, sit down and just record a video or write, you can use Fiverr. It's pretty cheap. I would be very careful to read some reviews. Make sure you find somebody that's awesome on there. But find a ghostwriter on Fiverr. Send them your headline and bullet points and any other details you have. And have them expand on your points. I would have them write at least 1,500 words to make sure you have enough. And then when they send it to you, it makes it so much easier to just edit it down, add some personal points to it or some stories, and you can use that for your content. Okay, moving on. I forget what number we're on, but The next step is creating the tool. I think we're on number 6. Creating the tool. Okay, so you have your written content. You either did a video and transcribed it, or you just wrote it out, or you had somebody write it for you and you edited it. Okay, so you take that content and we're going to turn it into an actual tool, a guide, a tutorial, a planner, a calculator. Sometimes we like to take it and turn it into a nice looking PDF report and then have a calculator or a planner or a template that goes with it. But you want it to feel like your leads are requesting an actual tool from you that they can use, not just an article or a piece of content, okay? This tool needs to help them implement. Each of the points in your content should give you a clue as to what you should create, what would be a useful tool. For example, the deal analyzer content that we are creating, an ROI calculator is a no-brainer to go along with that piece of content. So our deal analyzer became a cheat sheet, and we also provided an ROI calculator with it to anyone that opted in. And it killed it. I think we got leads for $1.50 each for that offering. So types of tools, calculators, you can do planners, tutorials, templates, cheat sheets. Those are just a few. There's a ton of other options. This just makes your offer and your content seem more valuable, and it is more valuable, creates more goodwill, and helps your prospect move along in your sales process. So it's a win-win for everybody. If you want to speed up the process, once again, I would use Fiverr. You can hire someone to create your tools for you, whether it's a PDF or a calculator or whatever it is you're doing. Before you do that, I would search Google to make sure there aren't free or cheap pre-made options, sorry for my typo, that you can just edit. A lot of times there's free templates on there. You can, make sure they're not copyrighted, but then you can just add your logo, add some personalization, and make it your own so you don't have to start from scratch. But tool is a very, very important step. Okay, next you are on to creating your ads. You have your cash flow content, you have your tool, you have your nice PDF, whatever it is that you're going to give away. You can create different ads for each platform, but all your ads, whether it's on Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, I don't care, they're there to create curiosity, not to make a sale, okay? You want them to actually be curious about what is in this giveaway, this report, curiosity to see the tool that you're giving them, whatever it is, okay? So you're going to take your content and turn it back into questions, but in a strategic way. So you take your headline and your main points, and you're going to turn each of those into a burning question, and then take those questions and create new copy that hints at the solution, and that becomes the base of your ad copy, okay? So for example, 3 steps to analyze your next investment property is your content or your article, right? The question is that people are asking is, how do I analyze investment deals and make sure I actually am successful and have a great return? So the hint that you would actually use in your ads, you would say something like, my secret formula I use to choose the most profitable investments every time. Get access now. And there's, several different variations of that, but you're trying to get a click in your ad. You're not trying to get a sale. You don't want to reveal to them every little thing that's inside your giveaway. You want to create curiosity for each of the main points. So what I do is create, a ton of curiosity in the main point like that, the secret formula, get access. And then you want to hint at each of the steps that are inside. So like these 3 steps to analyze your next investment property, I would create bullet points that kind of hint at what each of those might be or what it'll help them accomplish. So you're talking about the benefits, but not telling them what the steps are. Okay, cool. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so the ad formula. This is I have a free template that's actually going to make this crazy easy for you. Just fill in the blank. But the ad formula that works the best in general and also with cash flow content has to include these things. So you start out calling out your specific audience, get their attention so you're not wasting your time with all the people who are not interested in what you're offering. If you can do a current event tie-in or talk about a current problem happening in either the world or in their specific world, the real estate investing world, the marketing world, self-help, whatever it is, world. You want to talk about a current problem and how that problem is causing them pain. And then your next part of the ad is, well, actually, I like to put in a personal story, and that's in the template. It's not here. Something about, a story about one of your best customers, something that happened to them, a case study, a story about you personally, that makes sense with this ad. Then you're going to create curiosity for the solution. So this is where you're hinting at what they're going to get if they opt in. Don't actually give them the answer. And then you want to kind of list out the benefits that they'll experience from this solution. And the last thing, of course, is to create urgency. So that was just a quick rundown. There's a lot more detail in the free template that you're going to get at the end. All right, here's some example ads. We're not going to spend a lot of time on these, but they all kind of follow the same basic principles. And, the images kind of look like, they don't look spammy and ridiculous, but they also get your attention in some way. So these are just a few ads that are doing really well. A lot of them are from the same company because he doesn't care if I share his ads. And a lot of my other customers, if you create ads with us, they're your property. So I have to ask before I share them. Okay, cash flow content results. So these are just a couple of our clients. Pro Home Buyers, 805% ROI, which is $8 in profit for every dollar spent. RP Capital, 984% ROI. These people are using cash flow content. This is, some of the results people are seeing who are actually using this system in their business. And then Nexio, they started out recently and they have a very low price point product, but they're doing $3.26 profit for every dollar spent, and it will keep improving as they go. So that is what it looks like. Okay, so if this seemed overwhelming to you and you need help creating yours, we do this for our clients. These are obviously these are from mostly the same company. There's a couple different in here. But we create this for our customers. We also provide just, Facebook management. But if you don't have cash flow content in place, it's a lot more difficult to actually sell your leads that come in. Okay, so this is what it would cost if you hired professionals to build out each part of this for you. So if you just are overwhelmed by creating everything that is included in cash flow content, and you went out and hired a professional. I got these numbers from professionals we used to use at RP Capital. So these are real numbers. These are not on Fiverr. You can do this cheaper on Fiverr. But if you were to hire professionals that have been doing this for many years and are going to do a great job, this is what you're looking at. Cost to hire pros. So the audience research, $500. The strategy research to figure out the questions, the problems, and give you content ideas, $800. A professional copywriter, I said $1,500 for a 1,500 word article because they tend to be like $1 a word. Sometimes they're more, sometimes less, just an estimate. Professional tool to create an amazing looking report, PDF, a custom calculator, whatever it is. $2,000 is a pretty midway estimate on that. Graphic designer, the one we have is $200 an hour. I figured 10 hours for designing the custom graphics for the article, for the tool, for the ads, and then the landing pages for your funnel that you're going to use on Facebook. $800 per landing page times 3 came out to $2,400. Facebook ad copy and image creation is $1,000 for 3 ads, and Facebook setup, testing, and management is $2,000 for 30 days, is what we've paid in the past. Okay, so that comes out to a grand total of $12,000, $12,200, which actually, if that seems high to you, maybe, you haven't worked with these kind of professionals. They do an amazing job, And once you have paid that and you have that, you're set. You can use it everywhere. This cash flow content is not just something you use for an ad for a month or two. This cash flow content works on every platform, and you can keep using it in your business forever. You know, you may change up the ads a little bit or your targeting, but the cash flow content should work for you forever. So it's not a bad deal. It'll make you way more money than that, but that's what you're looking at, upfront investment. Cost to hire my team. I'm able to provide all of this for less money because of the way that I'm structured. I work with some amazing people on my team, but they are work from home, freelance type people, and I'm able to cut this cost down quite a bit. So the cost to hire my team is $59.95, one-time payment, or 3 payments of $19.95. And it includes everything I just mentioned. So I wanted to present that as an option if you need help getting this done. The other, well, actually, I forgot. Special price. But if you order it today, by clicking the button below, we have a special going today only. We can just handle a couple more of these this month, so we are offering it for $39.95 for this, everything included, or 2 payments of $19.95, and that is today only. So if you are wanting help getting this done, take advantage, just click the button below, and we will schedule a kickoff call to go through all of this and plan it out and get it started for you. All right, thanks for sticking in there, hanging on until the end. I appreciate it. I am planning to do some more videos on this and go more in detail. If you're interested in creating this on your own, but would like more details on each of these steps and exactly how to do it, I am going to be creating a simple do-it-yourself course. So let me know if you're interested in that. In the meantime, free ad template is right here. This is just the first page. Just wanted to show you guys it's a tangible thing you're going to get. So just shoot an email to info@vatex.com and mention the free ad template, and I'll send it right over to you. Also, if you have any questions or want to schedule a time to talk about your marketing with me, just visit my website, vatex.com. You can schedule an appointment on there, or shoot me an email, or give me a call. Thanks so much for listening.